guys, it's Stav. Today I wanted to give you guys my top 7 personal protection, personal defense, and like situational awareness type books. Because if you're anything like me, when I get really into a subject, I want to read about it. And although books usually put me to sleep if I read them at night, I try to make time during the day where I can read things, because there are so many good books out there that'll give you information that's helpful, especially if you're trying to learn more about how to defend yourself, whether it's with a firearm or pepper spray or just changing your mindset around personal defense. So I'm going to give you guys my 7 favorites that I have here, and we'll talk about situational awareness first. One of my all-time favorite books, and I talk about this in every class I teach, is The Gift of Fear. And this is written by Gavin de Becker. This book is amazing. My sister read it before me and she told me about it, so I went and got my own copy. I think this book is so essential for everyone to read, because it basically talks about fear and how we've been programmed through the way we live to shut out fear and not listen to it, when it can be really important in saving our lives or alerting us to possible danger. And right off the bat, the first story that the author gives is really just eye-opening. He talks about a woman who's kind of put in a bad situation because she didn't listen to her instincts and she didn't listen to that fear that she had in her brain. So I definitely recommend this book. I love it. Buy it for someone you like. And yeah, number 1, The Gift of Fear. Number 2, The Art of War by Sun Tzu. This book is an old book. It's from the 5th century BC, I believe, and it was written by a Chinese general named Sun Tzu. And it's basically a military strategy book, but it can give you a lot of helpful information on how to strategize in different areas of your life. There's a lot of quotes you probably heard that come from this book. One of them is, "If you know yourself and you know your enemies, you need not fear the results of 100 battles." Did I say that right? Something like that. But there's a lot of good information in here on dealing with conflict and different situations in your life. So definitely buy The Art of War. This book might also be available online for free, so maybe you can just find it on Google. But I definitely recommend this book. It's got a lot of great quotes in here. Next on the situational awareness topic is Principles of Personal Defense. This is written by Jeff Cooper. He's the one who created what is called the Cooper's Color Code, and if you've ever heard of condition yellow, that's where this comes from. He talks a lot about mental conditioning and how to change your mindset, how to become more aware, and he goes through different categories, but they're mostly based on the way you think, like decisiveness, coolness, how to stay cool when things are going bad, and things like that. So that's Principles of Personal Defense by Jeff Cooper. The next one is actually aimed towards children, ages 10 to 18. This book is called After the Bell Rings, and it was written by William Dalpy, who owns Patriot Firearms School in Rehoboth, Massachusetts. If you have kids that are between those ages, this book is really great. It teaches them about the main ideas behind situational awareness, and what I really like about this book is that it gives different scenarios, like if you're home alone, if you go to a friend's house and something bad happens, just things that they might encounter, and then it goes and breaks down each scenario and will ask questions that the child should answer, like what should have been done, and then it also gives lessons learned, so it kind of summarizes each scenario at the end. The next book is in the Gravest Extreme, and this falls under the category of firearms mostly. This was written by Masad Ayub. This book is really good for learning some of the legal issues behind carrying a firearm and how to practically carry a firearm for personal protection. So I like that one. If you're going to be carrying a firearm for personal protection, one of the most important things you need to do first of all is know the laws behind self-defense and when you're allowed to protect yourself, especially with lethal force in the case of a firearm. So that's why I like this book, The Law of SelfDefense. This is by Andrew Branca. And I like this book a lot because it breaks down the law in terms of use of force, but it also has tables in the back that go through each state's laws. So it'll give you the actual place you can find the laws for each state within the law. So that's a really good reference. I like that a lot. I've highlighted things for my state, Massachusetts, so really like this one. The last book I'm going to talk about is called The New Superpower for Women. This was written by Steve Cardian, and this book is obviously specifically for women, but it gives a lot of good information in here on being aware as a woman, things that we might encounter, bad situations that we might encounter, and different scenarios, and really helpful tips in here. One of my favorite things in this book is a chart that shows, it's called the alcohol impairment chart, and it shows men versus women, and then based on your weight and how many drinks you've had, how alcohol will affect you. There's just so much good information in here on social media, and if someone breaks into your home, how to stay safe on vacation. So this is really great for women. So those are my top 7 books that I recommend if you want to learn more about personal defense and personal protection. So definitely check them out. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel and make sure you like the video, hit the button. And if you guys have any favorite books that you want me to read, comment below and I'll check them out. So thanks for watching, and I hope you guys all have a great day. Bye!